Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Leadnap Gaming. Today we're taking a look at the new DCS module, the F-16C Viper, and I'm going to give my quick thoughts on it while we enjoy a little laser-guided warheads on foreheads. I'm also going to take a moment to talk about the upcoming Star Citizen and DCS content plans, including the ship giveaway. Generally speaking, the channel will be operating in the 1 and 3 video releases per month format, meaning 1 DCS video and 3 Star Citizen videos. I'll be continuing the single video per week format, however I'm looking to also introduce gameplay videos for both games and live streams, which will be released in addition to the planned weekly video. As far as giveaways go, this video still counts towards the Star Citizen giveaway for October 18th, and I'll be planning 2 more giveaways in 2019, which includes one specifically for Star Citizen, but another giveaway will involve hardware items that will be valued in either game. Now let's get to the Viper. I'm not the first by a long shot to give my opinions on the module, so I don't intend to spend a great deal of time focusing on what's already been said ad nauseum by the other community creators for DCS. This doesn't mean I don't agree with some of what's been said, nor will it mean I won't touch on these topics here, but I just don't see beating the dead horse further. To get started, this module is probably the most anticipated by myself. Prior to this module, I lived almost exclusively in the cockpit of the Viggen. This has a lot to do with both how I think about the Viper, but also what I'm looking forward to it as well. The AJS-37 Viggen is 2 critical things in this discussion. Predominantly analog, despite the CK-37 computer, and predominantly a ground attack aircraft. It has no BVR capability, nor even really a radar air-to-air capability. There's no MFDs, and it has a single point of all data entry. So then, the Block 50 F-16C Viper is, to me, predominantly 2 things: modern and multi-role. I am, by virtue of my interests and experiences, a ground attack guy. Admittedly, the duels I look most forward to are not dogfights with capable fighters, but the dance of seed missions. The F-16 is still the predominant seed mission runner for the Air Force, and I look forward to coming into that role. My hopes and dreams for this module do still circle around the multi-role capability of the Viper. Yes, I look forward to the air-to-air combat and its challenges that I've missed flying 100 feet off the deck all this time. But I'm also looking forward to laying a fantastic array of munitions on the ground. This then is the first place to review. The F-16 has fallen short here. The current state of the module leaves it only marginally better than the Viggen to fly. Yes, it's more capable in air-to-air fighting, but BVR has been the only real addition compared to what the Viggen brings to the table, unless you want to talk about sloppy guns. Numerous bugs where the master mode is locked by switching into different modes too often has hampered this further for me, and we'll get into that in a moment. This leaves the only other trick of the F-16 right now is ground attack, which the older Viggen does better by default. That isn't a condemnation, just an observation. So many of the tools for the Viper are not in simulation yet. Their systems and the advanced avionics are not yet programmed. I've loved dropping laser-guided munitions from 20,000 feet with perfect accuracy. It's been great fun, and it should be more than enough to let us ground-pound guys have some fun in the Viper today, but I just wanted a little more from the early access. This is where the second observation comes in. The Viper is a perfectly fine ground attack aircraft today, except we're absolutely useless for seed, which is the critical function of modern ground attack. Every scenario I make to train on can't include SAMs because the only way I'm killing them now is to let them expend their ammunition and fly directly into them with bombs, or rockets. The Viggen has the Maverick, which is a perfect example of what I was expecting changing airframes. Getting in the F-16 and seeing how 10 years of advancements made it so much easier to be so much more lethal. I wanted to see how going from the EP-13 sight to the much easier to see MFDs and computer-aided aiming would change my abilities. I can't yet. I could go on and on with specific examples, but I think you get the point. It isn't all doom and gloom. The module is fantastic. The in-pit functionality of most of the hard systems on the fighter are in, except of course the damage box, and the principal functionality missing as far as general use is the advanced functionality in the computer system, things like missing screens and readouts and the MFDs. Generally, however, this isn't missing so much as just placeholders for now, which is fine. That's a big deal though, because even if today I can't run seed missions, I can still learn the art of flying the Viper, and maybe that's for the best. When I strapped into the Viggen, I mandated myself to almost a week of nothing but cold start, takeoff, basic navigation, and landing. Admittedly, right now, sure, I want to deliver ordnance with pinpoint precision, but even I can admit my flying could improve, so maybe the limited feature set of the Viper is good for now. Think of it as mandated fam flights. So is the F-16 a bust? No. I'll echo that I think ED did skip at a few spots where they wouldn't have allowed a third-party developer to do so, and hopefully in the future they learn from that. Flight sim fans are some of the most picky gamers around, and short of delivering a full sim pit to the garage of every player for $89, any module release is going to get some hard hits. The Viper in early release is perhaps a great path from the simple flight modules into the fully functional professional module for a lot of players, especially with the currently limited offerings and features. For me, it's a fantastic step up considering the F-16 and the JS-37 saw development through much of the same time periods. And while the AJS-37 was a modernization, the F-16C Viper module gives us a taste of what our fighters could do in the beginning of this century. The worst failing of the F-16 isn't even Eagle Dynamics' fault. Here's my shameless plug on this: I can't get a freaking F-16 style HOTAS. It's 2019. The only properly modeled one is the decades-old one from CH Products. Not that that isn't a good stick, but no F-16C throttle for it? Come on. The F-16 was the first true fighter developed with the HOTAS concept really thought out, and yet the market's bare. Let's go, Thrustmaster and SciTech. I'll close with this. Do I wish the Viper had more promised features today? Yes. Would I rather Eagle Dynamics wait to release it until they were in, meanwhile watching Wagner and Joy sitting in my pilot seat flying my jet? Certainly not. I'll happily fly it as low-intensity CAS that current F-16 pilots today are doing till we get those features. Stay tuned to this channel for tutorials to come, as we all stay tuned to the development of this module. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you all next time.